If you're watching this, you look completely average and you see all these models on social media, Instagram, they're posing for the camera, they are looking sexy as hell, and you think like, can I look like that? Can I look as attractive as these models? The answer is yes. Yes, you can. I actually believe the average person, let's say you're a 5 out of 10 facially, anybody can easily bump 2 points on the looks max scale, which would put you at a 7 out of 10. Now, to become a male model, typically you at least need to be a 7 out of 10 facially to actually do well in this profession. So today I'm going to teach you exactly step by step how to look like a male model coming from just looking very average. So without further ado, let's get it. It's no secret that out of every looks maxing tip I have ever given on here, the number one killer, the S tier, the God mode looks maxing tip is going to be being at a low body fat percentage, because this one thing, it is so hard for the majority of guys to actually do this. This is why there's more millionaires in the world than men at a low body fat percentage with a sufficient amount of muscle, because it's so freaking difficult just to stay lean, especially all year round, just like a male model. So the first step, you have to be between 6 to 12% body fat. And I know you guys might say, oh, Austin, I can't get to 10%, 8%. It's unhealthy, blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing. I'm going to be honest with you, completely transparent. Most male models are not very healthy. Most of them don't have the optimal testosterone levels. But if you want optimal aesthetics, you have to get very lean, man. Sometimes you might have to sacrifice a little bit of testosterone to do so, to get down to 9% body fat. But I'm telling you, there are ways around it to keep the testosterone functioning properly. And I've given you guys so many tips to actually do this. Essentially, it's just getting to a low body fat with a consistent caloric deficit. Once you're at 15% body fat, you have to implement strategic refeed days on a weekly basis so that your leptin doesn't run out. Leptin actually regulates the hunger hormone and just pretty much how hungry you feel and how much fat you can actually lose. So if you run out of leptin, you will not be losing any more body fat. It's very effortless to get shredded, but most guys really are not doing the right things. If you need help with that, link below to apply to work with me one-on-one. Join the thousands of clients who have transformed into male model Greek god shape just for working with me as an A certified personal trainer. There are tons and tons of mewing transformations. I've talked about it so many times, but if you don't have proper tongue posture, you will not be getting the facial aesthetics needed to actually look like a male model. Here's the thing. Every single person, like 100 years ago, they had proper tongue posture. They were nose breathing. They were doing everything properly. But now, everyone has allergies. Everyone's eating this crap diet. They're doing the mouth breathing, and they don't have good tongue posture. So if this is you, you can easily fix it. Just make sure that the tongue is resting peacefully on the roof of your mouth. For example, this is bad tongue posture. This is what the majority of you guys are doing. And now this is mewing, where you put the tongue on the roof of the mouth by creating a suction, a vacuum within the mouth, so that it rests right there. So you just want to be consciously doing this all throughout the day. And for example, people with natural tongue posture like Chico, he's always done this ever since he was born. So a lot of the attractive people you see, they actually develop their faces naturally because they already had good tongue posture. If you want to be a male model, it is no secret that they have clear, flawless, glowing skin. So if you want to look like a male model, you have to up that skincare game, man, which brings us directly in to today's video sponsor, Tiege Hanley. Tiege Hanley simplifies the entire process of taking care of your skin, giving you everything that you need and nothing that you don't. Seriously, I don't think some of you guys actually understand how much implementing a quality skincare routine will impact every single aspect of your life and how much confidence you have. I recommend each and every one of you guys start with the level 1 system, which comes with all of the basics. A daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20 to protect you from the harmful rays of the sun, and a PM moisturizer. Oh, and to make it dead simple for guys just like you and me, they even include an awesome instruction card to tell you exactly what to do step by step so that there's no confusion, which really comes into clutch, man. Skincare wasn't something I always took seriously, but now that I have, I wish I started way sooner. But you don't just have to take my word for it. I mean, they have over 5,000 5-star reviews on their website from people all over the world praising Tiege Hanley for how it transformed their skin. This isn't something you want to put off because prevention is key. Get ahead of any early signs of aging right now. Your future self will thank you. And because Tiege Hanley is sponsoring today's video, obviously, they are going to offer you guys a freaking awesome deal. Just click the link in the description box to get 40% off your first box of Tiege Hanley and a free gift, and you will get 20% off for life, baby. So do not miss out on this opportunity. Click the link below to start your skincare journey right now. If you have not noticed, every single male model essentially has the exact same hairstyle. It is pretty much exactly like what I have right now, maybe a little bit shorter on top, but it's going to be scissor cut on the sides and the back, and then the top is long, typically close to the eyes, but it's for one reason. It's so that you can do any hairstyle required for whatever photo shoot is needed. So right now I could do curtains, I could do a fringe, I could do slick back. There is so much flexibility with how I can actually look. The last thing you want to do as a male model is to show up on set and your hair is too short or it's too long and they cannot make you look exactly how they want to for the aesthetic that they're going for. So this hairstyle right here is exactly what you should go for. Not to mention, I think it's the most aesthetic hairstyle as a model. I've been to tons of model castings and I will tell you one thing about models. They all have a lot of drip. They all dress like male models, but they don't necessarily all dress the same, but there are some key characteristics that they do. For example, right now, just about every single male model, whenever I go to a casting, they have the baggiest pants you have ever seen. So baggy pants, typically a trendy sneaker, and then something very cool on top. Maybe it's like a tight tank top, or they could just be flexible with it. Some really sick sunglasses, a man bag. These are kind of the basics, the essentials of dressing like a male model. And typically, they always wear all black. It's going to be the best for castings, and overall, it just kind of evokes that fashion just style, you know? Look at any big fashion guys, like Rick Owens, for example. You only see him in black. Pretty much anybody in fashion, they are only wearing all black because it's the most fashionable. So if you want to look like a male model, you got to start dressing like one. Last but not least is going to be the physique. Now, you obviously have to be at a low body fat percentage, but now I'm actually going to talk about the characteristics of the male model physique. So you cannot have a big back and legs because then you're not actually going to fit into the clothing. Like, I've been to castings, I've been to agencies, they get pissed off if my lats are too big, if my legs are too big because I don't fit into things. But they want a really toned chest, more specifically a toned upper chest, so that the chest is flat, just like a piece of armor, and then a really chiseled, aggressive six-pack, and then broad, very toned shoulders. These are going to be the characteristics. Now, this doesn't mean that the rest of your body is lacking, but it does mean that you want to put more of a focus on these key muscle groups, and do not forget about the neck. The neck is crucial, and I also want to say you got to ignore those traps. Do not get big traps if you want to look like a male model. No male models have big traps. It throws off your entire aesthetic. That's it for today, boys. Subscribe if you're new. I love you guys with all my heart. Peace.